Hi, I am Siddharth from CSIT branch. Here I am here to tell about regression coefficient. What are regression coefficient? Regression coefficients are estimates of unknown population parameters and describe the relationship between the predicator, predictor variable and the response. In linear regression, coefficients are the values that multiply the predictor values. The sign of each coefficient indicates the direction of the relationship between a predictor variable and the response variable. A positive sign indicates that as the predictor variable increases, the response variable also increases. The negative sign indicates that as the predictor variable increases, the response variable decreases. The coefficient value represents the mean change in the response given one unit change in predictor. For example, if the quotient is plus 3, the mean response value increases by plus 3 for every 1 unit charge in a predictor. The regression coefficient is a constant b in the regression equation that tells about the change in the value of dependent variable corresponding to the unit change in the independent variable. If there are two regression equations, then there will be two regression coefficients. Regression coefficients of x on y. The regression coefficient of x on y is represented by the symbol bxy that measures the change in x for the unit change in y. Symbolically, it represented as bxy is equals to r into sigma x by sigma y. Here, sigma x is equals to standard deviation of x and sigma y is equals to standard deviation of y. The bxy can be obtained by using the following formula when the deviations are taken from the actual means of x and y. Here, bxy is equals to summation of xy by summation of y square. When the deviations are obtained from the assumed mean, the following formula is used. Bxy is equal to n into summation of dx dy minus summation of dx into summation of dy by n into summation of dy square minus whole of summation of dy whole square. Regression coefficient on y on x. The symbol byx byx is used the measures that change y corresponding to the unit change in x. Symbolically, it can be represented as byx is equals to r into sigma y by sigma x. In case the deviations are taken from the actual means, the following formula is used. Byx is equals to sigma xy by sigma x square. The byx can be calculated by using the formula when the deviations are taken from the assumed means. Byx is equals to n into sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy by n into sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square. Here's the meaning. The regression coefficient is also called as slope coefficient because it determines the slope of the line. That means the change in the independent variable for the unit change in the independent variable. The regression coefficient is a statistical measure of average functional relationship between two or more variables. In the regression analysis, one variable is considered as dependent and the others as independent. Thus, it measures the degree of dependence on one variable on the others. The regression coefficient was first used to estimate the relation between the heights of fathers and their sons. The properties of regression coefficient. The main properties of regression coefficient are the first one is it is donated by B. It is expressed in terms of original unit of data. Between two variables, that means x and y, two variables of regression coefficient can be obtained. One will be obtained when we consider x as an independent and y as dependent, and the other we consider y as an independent and x as a dependent. The regression coefficient of y on x is represented as byx, and that of y on of x on y as bxy. Both regression coefficients must have the same sign. If byx is positive, bxy will be will be also positive and vice versa. If regression coefficient is greater than unity, then other regression coefficient must be lesser than unity. The geometric mean between two regression coefficients is equals to the coefficient of correlation. R is equals to root of bxy into vyx. The arithmetic mean of both regression coefficients is equals to or greater than coefficient of correlation. Here byx plus bxy by 2, which is equal or greater than r. The regression coefficients are classified into simple, partial and multiple, positive and negative, and linear and non-linear. Regression analysis has wide applications. It helps in finding out a case and effective relationship between two or more plant characters. It is useful in determining the important yield contributing characters. It helps in selection of elite genotypes by indirect selection for field through independent characters. It also helps in predicting the performance of selected plants in the generation next. Computation of regression coefficient. Regression coefficient can be worked out from the both unreplicated and replicated data. For calculations of regression coefficient from unreplicated data, three estimates, which is first one sum of all observation on x and y, sum of x, comma sum of y variables. Their sum of the squares. Sigma sum of x square and sum of y square. And sum of the products of the observations on x and y variables. Summation of xy. Byx is equals to summation of xy minus summation of x into summation of y divided by summation of x square minus summation of y whole square. And dxy is equal to summation of xy minus summation of x into summation of y by summation of x square minus summation of x square whole square. Here we can see the first example for regression quotient. Here the question is calculate the regression coefficient and obtain the lines of regression for the following data. Here given the values of x and y as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the y values of 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 11, 14. Here first we want to find the x square. Here we finding the squares of the x values and the squares of the y values and x to the power of y. Here summation of x, which means the total values of the x, and we wrote the total value of y's and x squares, y squares and xy. Here x bar, which is equals to summation of x by n, which mean 28 by 7, which is equals to 4, and similar to the y. Here we apply the formula regression coefficient on of x on y. Bxy is equals to n into summation of xy minus summation of x into summation of y by n into summation xy y square minus summation y whole square. Here by doing this, here bxy we get the value as 0.929. First regression equations of x on y. X minus x bar is equals to bxy into y minus y bar. Here x minus 4, which x bar means the mean, which we did earlier, is equals to 0.929 into y minus 11. Here's the regression equation. X on y is x equal to 0.929 y minus 6.219. Regression coefficient of y on x. Byx is equals to n into sigma xy in minus sigma x into sigma y by n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. Here by doing the process, here we get the value of byx is 0.929. Here the regression equation of y on x. Y minus y bar is equals to byx into x minus x bar. Y minus 11 is equal to 0.929 and x minus 4. Here the regression equation of y on x is y is equals to 0.929 x plus 7.284. Here's the second example. Find the means of x and y variables and the coefficient of correlation between them following the two regression equations. 2x 2y minus x minus 50 is equals to 0. 3y minus 2x minus 10 is equals to 0. The solution we are given 2y minus x minus 50 is equals to 0. 3y minus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. By solving the both equations, we get y equal to 0 and putting y in equation 1, we get x equal to 130. Calculating correlation coefficient. Assume the equation 1 to be regression equation of y on x. 2y plus x plus 50, y is equals to x by 2 plus 25. Therefore, byx is equals to 1 by 2. Clearly, equation 2 has treated a regression coefficient of x on y. So, x is equals to 3 by 2 y minus 5. Here, bxy is equals to 3 by 2. The correlation is equals to r is equals to plus or minus root of bxy into byx. So, root of 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. Here, we get the value of r as 0.866. Here's the third example. Obtain regression coefficient of x on y and estimate y when x equal to 55 of the following. Here we can see the values of x, y as given in a table. Here in the solution, we want to find the first dx and dx square and find dy, dy square and dxy, dy, dx into dy. Here we find the summation of all the values. Here x bar, first we want to find the x bar and y bar. The regression coefficient of y on x, which we know the formula byx. Here we get the value of byx as 0.942. And the regression coefficient of y on x, here we get the y equation, y is equals to 0.942 x plus 6.08. The regression equation of y on x is y is equals to 0.942 x plus 6.08. Estimation of y when x equal to 55. Here y is equals to 0.942 into 55 plus 6.08, which is equals to 71.89. By this, I conclude my session. Thank you.